Hey, my fellow code toasters, welcome back to Toaster Code, where we break down like you break down after seeing her last scene at 2 a.m. with no reply. So, today we are unwrapping one of the most used and abused data types in JavaScript. That's called strings. Yes, you heard me right. String in JavaScript is one of the most used, and at the same time, it's one of the most abused data types in JavaScript. You'll get to know it why. So the first thing is, what is string? A string in JavaScript is just a sequence of characters written inside quotes. If you have seen our previous variables video, then you might know what is string. Okay? So a string in JavaScript is just a sequence of characters written inside quotes. Like whatever you will write inside these quotes, this will be a string. So string is sequence of characters written inside quotes. Like let name equals to toaster code. Yeah, this is a string. Here name is a string. Think of it like a text message, whether it's a love letter or a passive aggressive. Okay, it's all just a string to JavaScript. Now, how to declare a string? So the first one is you just saw it. Okay, this is how you declare a string. But there are more ways to declare a string in JavaScript. Whatever you will wrap inside this double quotes, it will be a string. Here name is a string. Okay, now but there are more ways to declare a string in JavaScript, like let x1 equals to Ria. This is a one way. Okay, let x2 equals to Priya. So whatever you will write inside this single quotes, this will be a string. Okay, and there is one more. Let x3 equals to this backticks. We call it backticks. Okay, backticks. This is another way of declaring a string in JavaScript. Whatever you will write inside this, like Sarah, this is a string. So JavaScript is chill. It won't judge your code style. Okay, just be consistent, unlike your last situationship. Okay, if you can't do this, like here I'm writing double quotes and I'm ending it with a single quote. No, if you want to use single quote at both places. If you want to use double quotes, use double quotes at both places. Okay, you have to be consistent with it. So now what if the quote is inside the string? So let's say this is a string. Okay, and I have a quote inside here, like I can do Priya's friend. Now this is an error. You can't add a quote inside here. So for this, what you can do is you can wrap the hole inside this double quotes. Now you can say, okay, that hi, my x2 was Priya's friend. Let's see some more example of it. Like let text equals to she said, I still miss you. Now we have wrapped it with the single quotes. Okay, and what if I have to wrap this up? So there I have to use double quotes over here, and this is okay. Now if you will console log this text, then see what will happen. Yeah, she said, I still miss you. This inside double quotes, it will be considered as a string. So there is another way by which you can solve this quotes inside the string issue. Okay, let's say let text2 equals to he replied, that's not my problem. All right, so now if I have to wrap this up inside the string, okay, either I can do it with the using the single quotes, or there is one more way. If I can wrap it inside the double quotes, and I will use backslash over here. How I will use backslash? I'll put this over here, backslash over here, one over starting at and one at the end. Now this is fine. If I'll just console log it, let's see it here. This is called an escape character. You think of it as a walking out of a fight. You are not ending the relationship. You are just stepping away with a backslash. But it's just a pro tip from my end. Avoid using this and try to use this one. Okay, just mixing the quotes smartly, that's a really good way. So now that you have declared your love, I mean your string, it's time to learn how to measure it, transform it, and clean up the mess using some string methods. Okay, so the first one is called dot length. Okay, it's like measuring the, it is used to measure the length of string. Like we have a text one over here. Okay, let's start with the smaller one first. We have x1 over here. Let's do, okay, console.log x1 dot length. Yeah, 4. X1's length is 4. RIYA, that's 4. So this is how you use dot length. Dot length tells you how long your string is, or in emotional terms, how long you have been overthinking. All right. Now there are few more functions. Okay, like dot uppercase. Okay, and dot lowercase. All right. These are like shouting or whispering thing. Okay, let's see how it works. Like let message equals to I need closure. All right, so what I can do is I can do console.log dot to uppercase. All right, and same I can do with lower, console.log message dot to lowercase. If I'll print this, I will get this I need closure. For the first time I need it in the uppercase, then I'll need it in the lowercase. This is how I'm going to get the result here. I need closure, I need closure. So like uppercase is like you are yelling at your screen, like uppercase always considered as yelling. Then a lowercase is like is texting your ex at 2 a.m. in lowercase with no punctuations. Then we have dot trim method. All right, let's see what it does. Dot trim is just removing the emotional baggage basically and white spaces. So let reply equals to, let's add some white spaces, 1 2 3 4 5. Then I'm going to write it's over between us. All right, and let's add some more white spaces at the end. What I will do, console.log reply dot trim. All right, let's see it. Yeah, we don't have any white spaces. So trim removes extra space from both ends because sometimes it's not the words, it's silence around them. All right, let's not talk about relationship. Let's talk about the JavaScript. Then we have one more called index of. If you have seen our previous video of array, you already know the index of and how to use the index of. All right, now how to use index of, you can simply do like console.log message dot index of need. All right, let's see if it's present there or not, and what's the index. Yeah, 2. So 0 1 and 2, need starts from 2, index 2. That's what we got from index of. We have already seen the index of in our previous array video, so let's not talk about the same thing again and again. If you want to understand what index of is, you can just watch our previous video about array. Then we have character at dot character at. It's like it picks a character, any character. Let name 3 equals to, we have already defined names earlier, so let name 3 equals to toaster. All right, I'll do console.log name 3 dot character at 2. So I'm going to check what's at the character 2, and what I'm going to get, 0 1 and 2, I'll get a. All right, let's see. Here I got A, because if you'll see here, at character 2 we have A. So at 0 we have T, at 1 we have O, and at 2 we have A. Okay, character at grabs a character at a specific position. It's like stalking your own message letter by letter. So now you have cleaned up your string, like figure out what it contains, and even yelled into the void with like toUpperCase. But what if you want to cut out part of the pain? I mean, like to split it into smaller regrets. Let's see it. So we have method called dot slice. Let's see how we can use this dot slice. Let's say equal to I miss you. Now let sliced equals to say dot slice. Let's say I'll pass start and the end index 2 and 6, and if I'll do console dot log sliced. Oh, I have made a spelling mistake. uh, Sliced. All right. Yeah, I got miss, because at 0 we have I, at 1 we have a space. Okay, then at 2 what we have? At 2 it starts M. Okay, so I got M. At 3 I have I, at 4 I have S, and at 5 also I have S. So slice, what it does, it picks out the slice from this starting index until this end index. Okay, it will not include the index. So slice extracts part of a string, like cutting out the good memories and saving them in a box under your bed. End index is not included, it's just like the closer. Now we have substring. So let's see the working of substring. Is it's similar but can't handle negativity. Okay, let's say let note equals to don't text me back. All right, let's see console.log note dot substring. I'll pass over like 0 or 4. Okay, let's see what I'm going to get. So substring works like slice but doesn't support negative indexes. So yeah, it doesn't do well with emotional traumas. Okay, like if I'll do over here 5, I'm going to get don't 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what I mean when I say it doesn't support negative indexes, so if in slice instead of my 2, let's do -1. Okay, from -1 to 6, then I'm not going to get any result. See, empty string. But over here, if I'll do -1, you see, as I'm still getting that, it doesn't give a shit about this one. Okay, it's like, no, I'm going to start with 0. If you'll give me any negative, it's your problem. All right, so let's move on from your situationship as well. Then we have dot split. So like for the split, let's see, like let breakup equals to we were never on a break. So I have written a sentence with space. Okay, so now what split can do is, from this string I can get an array, okay, of each word will be like whatever the word over here that is separated by the comma, it will be a separate index in the array. Now how we can do this, let's see. Okay, uh, let pieces equals to um, breakup dot split. So I'm going to split with comma. Okay, whatever wherever you will get the comma, just split it. Okay, now how this will work, let's see. Console.log pieces. See, I have got an array. We were never on a break. All the comma separated words in the string is now a separate index of the array. So split takes a string and breaks it into an array. It's as simple as that. Perfect for like when you need to list every red flag one by one. Now we have another one called dot replace. Okay, it's like rewrite your narrative, like let old equals to you were the one. She might have told you that, like let new new message equals to old dot replace with Re- now replace always takes two parameters. So first one is what you want to replace and with what you want to replace. So here like you were the one. So instead of one, I want to replace the one with mistake. Now if I'll print console log the old, let's see. You were the one. It's the same. You were the one, but we have replaced it and stored it in the new message. So let's see it. Console.log new message. Yeah, you were the mistake. So replace it, like it let you fix your past regrets at least in your code. Okay, so like do keep this in mind that it replaces only the first match unless you use regex with g flag. So like if I'll do here 1 1, then it will be the same. Whatever the first it will get, it will replace it, and that's it, done. If you want to replace all one, then you have to use regular expression for that. We'll talk about it later in the coming series. Then we have dot include. So what it does is like includes, it checks that whether this thing is present in the string or not. Okay, let's see how it does. Like so we have over here let old over here. Okay, so let's check in the same one. So console dot log uh, old dot includes, and I'll check whether it includes where, and I will get either true or false. True, because where is present over here. What if let's check where? False, we don't have where. So includes checks if a string contains a word, just like you check your x text for any sign of hope. It returns true or false, not closer. Okay, so let's see some more examples of the strings. Okay, like let chat equals to hey, I miss us. Okay, and what we can do is let fixed equals to chat dot replace, and I can replace us with pizza. And if I'll do console dot log fixed, hey, I miss pizza. See, with one line of code, just one line of code, your entire future changes. Replace your feelings one slice at a time. So far, we have declared strings, measured their pain, sliced up the heartbreak, even replaced it with pizza. Now let's meet the cool modern way to write string in JavaScript. The one that's smart enough to handle your variables and your feelings. This is called template literals. Alright, template literals. So like um, let names 2. Okay, we have already defined a lot of names, so let names equals to Ria. All right, let uh, new message equals to. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use this variable inside a string, not the value, the variable itself. Whatever the value of the variable will be, it will be inside the string. Now how we are going to do it, that's called we're going to use backtick for that. What's backtick? This is the backtick. It's between escape and tab button of your keyboard. Okay, just check escape and tab button of your keyboard. That's called backtick. So how you can do it? It's like hi, and then whatever the variable you have to use, just use this dollar sign and then curly braces. Whatever you will write inside here, names to. Okay, now I can like I have moved on. Okay, and if I'll do console.log new message, yeah, hi Ria, I have moved on. If I can do over here, Sarah, hi Sarah, I have moved on. I can do over here anything like Morgan, hi Morgan, I have moved on. Okay, so template literals are strings written using backticks. Okay, this is the backtick. You can't write this with adding quotes. Okay, you can't do this. If you will do this here, it will be this names to it will be considered as string. So if you have to use the template literals, then for that you have to use backticks only. Backticks is like it let you embed variables right inside using dollar sign and the curly braces. Now let's say you have a string which is of multiple lines. How you can do it? Like if I'll do let old equals to why it is showing this. Okay, old one. We have already declared an old, so let hey dear need to talk to you. So you see we are getting an error. You can't break the line like this in your code or whatever the application you are developing. Okay, there will be a string which is of multiple lines. Then how you can write this? It's with that backtick. How? I'll show you. uh, Here, boom, error gone. You see, if I'll just print the console.log over here with old one, see, with even you are getting the spaces as well. So with backticks, multi-line string are just natural. Now let's see some really important on concept that we have seen till now. How you are going to declare a string? Always use quotes. Okay, if you will forget the quotes, then it will be an error. This is not a string. Okay, this will be an error now. All right, so always wrap your string in quotes. JavaScript is not your therapist, it needs boundaries. Okay, then I have seen some people like that thought, hey, I can use includes as same as you write the double equals or triple equals. No, that's not the same. Okay, includes is different, and comparing them is different. Okay, we'll see about this double equals and triple equals and all the other operators in the next video. So that's how you break down JavaScript strings, from declarations to heartbreak replacements, from character drama to modern backticks. If you laughed, learned, or felt even slightly emotionally attacked, then like this video, comment your favorite method. Mine is replace because healing, and hit subscribe to keep the toaster hot and your JavaScript stronger. And remember, in JavaScript, like in life, you just need to skip the wrong code, split the problem, replace the pain, and keep stringing things together one line at a time. See you soon. Thank you.